Hello! So in this video, and what I am going to be discussing about is the Sharp Carousel Smart and Easy Microwave Oven. I don't really understand why it's called an oven, but maybe I think it's because of what all you can cook it in the microwave, so I don't know, don't get me lying. So anyway, just some information about this microwave. This microwave was founded, Sharp Company, let's just say that, was founded in September 1912 in Tokyo. And the founder's name is, let me make sure I can get this right, Takaji Hawakawa. And he is the man behind of making the inventions as far as like appliances is concerned. I believe he was the first one to make, what was it? What did he make? Like a mechanic pencil or something? I read a lot of information, but he's a very, very, very smart man. So this is him. Oh, and I know I just said the microwave, but the model number is R420AW. I believe that's the AW at the end. So I really don't have any complaints about this microwave. The only thing that I'll say is that, and I believe it has something to do with the outlet. No, I really think it has something to do with the outlet. Sometimes the microwave doesn't work, meaning that I have to go outside, go to the garage, reset the power. So that has something to do with the outlet. It doesn't have anything to do with the microwave. I had this microwave for over 6 years, so I can't remember if it came with the dish and the little thing that holds the dish up that look like little legs. I can't remember, but I'll definitely show you what it looks like. Also, a cool fact about it is that in 1962, Sharp Appliances was expanded out of Tokyo and into the US. So they branched. They're pretty much their company, like, spreading worldwide. So that is amazing. So here's the label and just some further information about this microwave. See if it can, like, the hertz and kilowatts and stuff. So yeah, and it's a pretty good size too. See, so yeah, I had this microwave for a very, very, very long time. So please don't mind it. Yeah, I try to like clean it as much as possible too, because if not, like, if you cook bacon in there and stuff like that, you're gonna have food flying, popping all over the place. Yeah, I mean, I really don't have any complaints about this, and let me just give some more information about what this microwave can do. So I've actually made rice in this microwave before. The first time it was a success. The second time, my rice was hard as a brick, and the only reason why was because I was doing like 3 to 4 different things, and I forgot to take the rice out. So I was just so fixated on just doing other things, and I had a lot to do, and that rice was hard. But the first time it was perfect, and I think it was just that I was really hungry and I was trying to make something quick and very fast. I didn't feel like making rice on the stove, even though it doesn't take that long. But I kind of was just like, okay, I really want to eat like this a minute, so just follow the instructions on the box. Like, sometimes, for instance, for like vegetables, if you can make like vegetables in the microwave, on the back it gives you like instructions on what you can do as far as like, if you can, let me clear this up a little bit. If you can put the bag of vegetables in the microwave, or if you have to take it out and put it in like in a microwavable dish, or you gotta put it in a bowl or water or so forth. I know with rice you have to put it in a bowl with water and make sure that the bowl, whatever you put in rice, is microwavable safe. But yeah, with vegetables, I made vegetables in this microwave before. I actually was able to leave the bag in there, and then it was really steamy and really hot, and it was really fresh. It didn't taste like it was microwaved. So that's another reason why I like this microwave. Like when I'm like warming up leftovers and stuff like that, this microwave does an amazing job of warming the food up, retaining its moisture, retaining its seasoning, and not necessarily like overheating. But if you do leave your food in for a long time, good luck. That's all I gotta say. With this microwave also, you can like defrost. There's been plenty of times where I want to make burgers and the meat wasn't thawed out, long enough. So I had to put it in here. And for defrost, as you can see, for ground meat, just press the bad boy in and boom. You can do for steaks, chops, chicken pieces. I haven't done for chicken pieces, but the only thing I've done was ground meat, and it has defrosted real easily. So it can make my life easier when I'm cooking these burgers. And like I was saying with vegetables and rice, frozen vegetable rice, if you want to make like some hot tea, you can easily do it for beverage. Frozen main dishes, fresh vegetables, fresh roll muffin. Actually, I've used one for the baked potato one. The baked potato came out delicious. When I have like a frozen dish, I normally don't press frozen dish. I just kind of like follow the instructions on the back. If it says like 2 minutes, I'll just put it in for like 2 minutes. But you can use this option too if you're, just kind of like curious. And as far as with like popcorn and all that's concerned, you have different options of what you want to do as far as what you have in the microwave. Not saying that you don't have to like ignore the instructions completely just because you have that. I mean, you kind of want to just do a comparison pretty much on what you want to do. And it's really easy as far as like with the microwave is concerned. You just plug in. Got a lot going on in the back, so I'm trying not to do too much. But yeah, it has a cord. Just plug it in the socket and you are good to go. And just easily just press it. Opens like that. Stick your thing in. Boom, you're done. Close. And that's